Namaste, welcome or welcome back to greetarot. So how are you? I hope you're doing good. I hope it's an amazing day for you guys today. So if you're new here, if you like my content, please support my channel. If you have already supported me, thank you so very much. In the description box, I have my Instagram page link as well as the decks that I'm using will also be listed. So the topic for today is powerful messages from God, from divine, whoever you believe in. So let's see what is the message. Okay, so as you can see, I have kept 3 groups for you guys. So for group number 1, we have the bloodstone. We have the bloodstone with sword of light. For group number 2, we have soul star activation with labradorite. And for group number 3, it's halls of learning with aquamarine. So close your eyes, relax, connect with your intuition, and then choose. Okay, so the timestamps will be given in the description box. Choose intuitively, take your time, pause the video, and then only choose. And I will see you in your pile. Okay. So group number 1, let's see what is the powerful message for you guys from God. Okay, so you have chosen the bloodstone crystal, and we have the sword of light, divine protection, cords cut, breakthrough energy. Again, I'm getting the soldier kind of energy, the warrior kind of energy, like fighting the battle. After the battle, there has been a lot of traumas, right? Because we have been fighting. It has we have seen so much, and maybe it has put a hole in our heart. I feel like in your life you have fought too much, and God is telling you this is the time where you're healing, right? You're walking in the light. Again, we have the sword of light here. You're going to walk in the light now. That's what the message is. All this fighting that you have seen, all the traumas, all these relationships that you have gone through have taught you so much, right? And now you are going to cut the cords with the people who are not serving the best, right? So sometimes we outgrow people. Sometimes people cannot walk because we are walking in the path of light, right? So yes, you will be letting go of a lot of people, but this is a very good thing because these people are not meant to come with us. But yeah, there might be people who are supporting us. They are definitely going to come with you in this journey. So your loved ones who you dearly love, yes, definitely they are going to come with you in this journey. But the people who are not there for our best interest, right, they are going to go away. This is the time where you are actually cutting the cords with those kinds of people, right? The people who have left a hole in our heart. So again, if you connect with the energy of Archangel Michael, I see that he's definitely protecting you to cut the cords. So I see that you are cutting cords, emotional cords as well. For some of you, you might have physically moved away from certain situations, certain people, but emotionally there has been a connection. Sometimes we give our energy because of our emotions, isn't it? So I see that you are going to cut that as well. And when we cut that thing, there is more space, isn't it? So now we can fill the space with something else, someone else. So that's what it looks like. So I'm even getting here with this breakthrough energy, some sort of clarity you're getting, and now you know where you want to go, right? So you have been a little bit lost because of these connections, because of this situation, because of these people. For some of you, I'm even getting some sort of addiction was also there. Yeah, maybe you were addicted to a substance, and because we are addicted to that situation or this substance, we are not seeing things in a clear way, right? We are in an illusion that this is how I have to live, this is my life. There has been some sort of illusion. I see that as you're walking towards this light, you're getting rid of the illusion. Now things are going to be very clear on what you want, where you want to go. So clarity, expect clarity. So that's the breakthrough. It's like inside of you something is changing. You're like, yes, I'm being addicted to this thing, I need to stop, I need to work and get out of this thing. Yeah, these people around me are not helping me at all. I realize it. They are pulling me down. They are making me do the things that I don't like. and I'm doing it. Yeah, because it's fun. But now it was fun once, for some time it was fun. Now it's not at all fun, right? Like if we take drugs, it's addictive, and once we take, it's a very good feeling. But slowly, it is a poison, isn't it? It poisons you. It makes you addicted. You're addicted to that substance, and you feel like you cannot survive with that substance. And here you are like, yes, I cannot do this anymore. I have to get the treatment. I have to recover from this. And you are exactly doing that. And yeah, so that's why a lot of people will not come with you, because they are going to stay there only. So you will have to cut the cords with many people, and you're going to walk in light. But definitely the loved ones, the people who love you dearly will be there for you guys. Okay, again, this can come in form of relationship. Sometimes in life that also happens, where when you are in a narcissistic relationship, this person tries to control you, and you will not be able to connect with the people who really love you, because this person is controlling you. And as you understand that how this person is manipulative, controlling you, you're letting go of this thing, this person, this situation, whatever it is, and now you're walking in light. That's what I'm seeing here. So again, the soldier energy is there. Whatever you have gone through, a lot. Now God is telling you, you're moving in the correct path. You're moving towards light, and your Archangel Michael is definitely helping you cut the cords, because even though you walk away from a situation, emotionally there will be something you will be carrying, a lot of traumas, and Archangel Michael is helping you to recover from that, and slowly but surely you're cutting the cords as well. So believe in the light, believe in divine, believe in God, and I feel like you're coming back to yourself. Slowly but surely you're coming back to your power. You're coming back to loving yourself. That's what the message is here after a tough time, right? So we have, yes, 3. Again, this feels like a very tough time, heartache and loss. For some of you, you lost some parts of yourself because of this thing, right? Because of something, some trauma happens and we are split. It's like you're gathering the lost part of yours. That's what it feels like here. And here you're not alone. While you're doing it, you're being supported, you're being held. And you have gone through a lot. So yes, healing is happening. The heartbreak, as I told you, there was a hole in your heart. Someone has put that hole in your heart, and you're filling that hole. We have spiritual strength. Wow, look, the divine is taking care of you. Here, whenever you feel like you're lonely, remember you're not lonely. Because divine, God is with you all the time. He's supporting you. He's giving you the much needed strength. That's why you're here right now, because you are getting that strength. You are a warrior. I have to say, you're a soldier who have overcome so much. And at that time you got manipulated by other people into doing things that was not in your best interest. There were people who tried to control you. They tried to pull you down, and that made you feel like that you are not good enough. You have to try. So what you did is, like, there was a void in you, so you started filling it with other substances, right? It can be a person who's in a narcissistic relationship. They're not getting the love they deserve, and they don't know what they're doing wrong, right? So instead of the love, they're feeding themselves with some sort of substances in order to cope with it. And then there is this realization happening. Maybe you have already realized it, and you're moving towards light. Yes, you're moving in the correct direction. I feel like that. And yes, in this, when you're walking in this direction, it's not going to be easy, because you have gone through a lot. This situation or this thing that happened, this love relationship or whatever it is, or addiction you have, moving towards the light is not an easy path, right? Here you are realizing your own mistakes, the mistakes that you made, and it's rectifying the mistakes. So what has been damaged, you are rectifying it. It's like when for example, in a kitchen we kept food, and it's gone bad. We didn't throw it for days, and now what happens? Our fridge starts smelling, our our kitchen starts smelling, right? So what we can do, we can remove the food, we can clean the kitchen, and maybe we can just light a candle, and then after some time the smell will not be there because we have rectified the mistake, right? Like that only. Here you are also slowly but surely rectifying your mistakes. You are understanding what you did was wrong, and you're replacing it with a good habit, right? So that's something I'm seeing here, and it will take a lot of strength from you. It's not easy, but here your spirit guides, your angels, God is definitely behind your back helping you to recover from this thing. Okay, for some of you this can be grief as well. You have lost someone and you don't know, maybe you lost someone, and in order to fill their space you started doing something that was not healthy at all. Now you're realizing it was not healthy, so you're replacing it, you're filling it with other things, right, with good things. And when you're doing that, you need to remember divine is with you, helping you, supporting you. He is like a pillar, strong pillar behind your back. You're not going to, he will not let you fall, okay? Remember that. Then we have, again, yeah, this is beautiful. Yes, finally you're moving forward with this positive movement forward, okay? Again, for some of you, maybe you're leaving a place, moving away from this person, this situation. Maybe there is a shift in job, shift in the country. Maybe this country didn't give you that kind of life that you wanted, so you're moving away. Yeah, it's like you're releasing a lot of pain and you're filling your void with something healthy. That's what I'm seeing here. And you are moving forward. For some of you, this can be a new job that you're getting after losing a job, right? Finally getting a new job. For some of you, maybe you are ready for a relationship, so you are finally ready to mingle. That is also I'm seeing here, finally healing slowly but surely, and you're ready. You're not so afraid anymore, because divine is here. I have to say, you are doing the work like a soldier. You have fought, you have understood so many things, you have understood so many mistakes that you have made, and you're forgiving yourself, you're forgiving others, and you know that spirit has your back. And if you don't know, right now I'm saying with this card, I feel like that only, that divine is looking after you, God is looking after you, giving the much needed strength at the times when you need. He is definitely giving you that, okay? And we have the number 8 and 9, so this completion, a cycle is being completed for you guys. I see that. And again, the ship, you're moving away from this situation that has given you a lot of pain, a lot of trauma. You're moving away from that. So there is this positive movement forward. You're not taking this pain with you. Like, yeah, there will be lessons, of course, but it is not going to pain you the way it pained you before, okay? You're not carrying that too. Yeah, you're cutting the codes. That's the thing. You're cutting it. You're moving forward. This can be a person, this can be a situation, this can be addiction, whatever it is. You're finally healing it and you're moving forward to sunrise, okay? Again, we have the sun energy here, and Archangel Michael is definitely here protecting you, helping you cut the cords. And I even feel like whenever you feel like doing the same things, if you have an addiction, maybe there will be times when you will feel like, I need to get back to that thing. It made me feel good at that time. At that time I feel like some signs you will see, and it will make you realize that that's not the good thing at all to do. Yeah. And I feel like that's what spirit is there in your back, giving you the strength to not do that again, right? Because when we stop doing something, like if you are addicted to something, there is a high chance that we might go back to it. And it takes immense courage from us to not go back. So you are supported here. Whenever you feel like going back to that thing, addiction or anything, I feel like you will see the signs or something will happen and you will be like, yeah, I shouldn't, and you will back off, because you are guarded, you have been protected. Archangel Michael's presence is very strong. I feel like you call upon him, or I'm even getting Krishna's presence for many of you. Lord Krishna is also supporting you. He's a pillar supporting you. Like, again, if you look at this card, this makes me realize that how he's supporting the pillar. It is not going to fall down. So like that, this person is safe. Like that, you are also safe. So meditation, reflection, journaling, yoga, and all is best for you guys. I feel like that. Or praying every day is very good. Okay. Then we have antique coin. Again, with this owl, it feels like you are gaining a lot of wisdom by walking in this path, in this direction. You're getting the wisdom of your ancestors. I'm even getting, because this is antique, so it feels like your ancestors are supporting you, a passed on loved one is supporting you. Or maybe for some of you have a very hard time. Maybe you lost a loved one, I'm sorry, maybe if you lost a loved one, the loved one is there supporting you, giving the much needed wisdom when you need it, right? Again, when you are seeing that you're going back to those old habits, you will be shown very clearly that don't do it. Like your ancestors will give you that message very clearly. Yeah. So yes, you cannot walk the path that you used to walk before. You cannot. You will not do it. Because your ancestors, your spirit guides, everyone is supporting you at this time. Even though you feel alone, you are not alone. You're given the wisdom. Again, the Athena, it's like the Athena, she is the wisdom, she gives the wisdom, and that's what I feel like. The wisdom that you need is being given to you guys, okay, at the correct time. Maybe for some of you, there is a message that you might be inheriting something from your ancestors, maybe some gifts, or maybe you will receive some sort of recipe book from them, something you're going to inherit from your ancestors, maybe a gift, maybe a craft, and I see that you will be working towards it. But definitely the wisdom that you need will be given to you guys. God is telling you, whenever you feel like you're going back to that same addiction or something like that, you will not go back, because I feel like this higher force is like coming and giving you the much wisdom. I seriously feel like that, and you're not going to go back to this old life for sure. Oh, we have the empty room. So again, this is the void, sometimes you will get, again, if a person who has been addicted to a substance, right, they have overcome this addiction, and now they're moving forward, right, but at times it will feel a little empty. Yeah, there will be like a void feeling, like so the good feeling that you want, that you got from that kind of substance or addiction, you're not getting it. So there is a high chance you will get back to it. You will be feeling going back to that thing, but you will not. I feel like there will be some obstacles that will be given to you guys, or a message will be shown clearly to you, and you will not go back. So you are not going to go to that kind of old life, to this old people. Nothing, that kind of thing is not going to happen. I'm seriously feeling like that, okay? Again, the empty room is the void. Sometimes there is hunger. I want this, I want that. This is all inside of us, right? And I feel like you're overcoming that by sitting in the void and being patient. Yeah, that's what you're going to learn. You're going to learn patience. You're going to learn that sometimes things take time. Healing takes time. I don't have to be so fast with myself. I don't have to be so hard on myself, right? So it's like for some of you, if it has been an addiction, you're actually finally forgiving yourself. When people are in their phase of addiction, they might have shown a lot of aggression. Maybe they have stepped on their loved ones, right? And I feel like that first step is for that is to forgive yourself, and I see that you're forgiving yourself, and you will be so happy to see how far you have come with this, and you will be amazed like how divine has helped you to come to this space where you never thought that you will come here, but you are here, right? So yes, keep on moving forward. This is a new life for you guys. Divine is definitely with you, helping you to overcome this thing. Whenever you feel like going back, I see there will be situations or signs will happen in a way that you will be like, oh no, I shouldn't do it. Why I'm thinking like that? And you will come back to yourself. Again, the empty room is like sit in the void, right? Sit in this creating space. Sitting in this nothingness is also important. So meditation, prayer, contemplation is something that you need to incorporate more in your life, group number 1, okay? So then the final message is portals. Yes, it's like a new beginning for you guys. A new door is opening, or this is a new life where you're cutting the cords from the old people, the old addiction, old obsessive patterns. No, you are realizing this is not not needed anymore. So this is a new life where you're going to live your life in a very different way, different thinking, different perception, different way of doing things, or everything is different, right? So this is a new portal, new life where you're moving forward, where you're trusting spirit. There is a lot of immense trust also you're gaining. I feel like that a person who was impatient becoming patient, right? Practicing the art of patience. I see that for some of you, you're becoming more conscious of your surroundings, of the things that you consume. I see that as well. Like more you are focusing on the good things. I see that, trusting more and more and more. And that's how you are releasing all that pain. I see that. It will take time, but definitely you are going to move forward. Yeah, that's what God is telling you. He's there for you guys. He's giving you the strength whenever you need it. He's with you during your tough times. Yeah, again, you are here, you are out from this thing, right? But when you move forward, there will be challenges in your life again. Yeah, life is all about that. Sometimes there will be challenges. Sometimes we will feel like we need to get back to that obsessive behavior or that substance, and at that time divine is supporting you, group number 1. You need to know that you're supported. You're fully supported. Archangel Michael is with you, giving you all the protection, helping you to cut the cords. So just pray, and as you pray, as you believe, you will get the much needed wisdom whenever you need it. That wisdom that you need is available to you at any time. But for that, you need to create the space by letting go of that fear, right? By getting into this calm state. So whenever you need that much needed wisdom that you need will be given to you guys. And of course there is like some sort of inheritance as well. So maybe for some of you, you will be inheriting some money from your ancestors or from your loved ones. I see that as well for you guys. So yeah, that's the message from God for group number 1. Hope it made sense. Hope it resonated. If it did, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't. I will see you soon. Bye bye. Take care. Group number 2, if you have chosen the labradorite crystal with soul star activation, fulfilling soul contracts, remembering who you are. Let's see what is the message, powerful message from God that you're meant to receive at this time. Okay, so labradorite is a crystal that protects us from negativity. So your aura is protected, you're safe while you're remembering who you are, what you're meant to do, right? For some of you, this is a time where you're going through change in your career because you are realizing something about yourself. So I see many of you are going to align with your divine purpose at this time. So while you're making the necessary change, you are being safe and protected. That's one thing I'm seeing here. Again, labradorite is a crystal of transformation as well. So some of you are going through a major transformation in your life right now. This can be maybe you are moving to a different country, relocating, or maybe changing careers, complete shift in your careers, complete shift in the way you used to live. So don't worry, because you are very much protected. Your aura is protected. Okay, so that's something I'm seeing here. I'm even getting the word focused intention is required right now from you guys. Okay, so again, with this focused intention, what you want to grow in your life, that is what you want to focus. The more you get distracted, the more it will take time. Okay, so for example, now you are realizing who you are, actually what you want, what maybe you are being called to do some activities, and you have started doing it and you're enjoying it, right? At that time, when you're focusing on that thing, just focus. Just don't focus how this will move forward, how you're going to get paid. Don't focus on all those things. Just focus on the craft, just focus on the service, whatever it is. Don't focus too much on the outside things that is out of your control. That's one of the advice from God for you guys that you need to know. Okay, so the more you are getting distracted, the more you will lose your patience, right? And the more you will get into this fearful energy, insecurities, and what happens at that time? We are not able to do our work. We are not able to do the thing that we actually want to do. Rather, we are focusing on all the things, micromanaging all the things, worrying about small things. That will not help at this time at all. Okay, so just if you're feeling like I need to do this, I feel like this is what I'm meant to do. Again, for some of you, you might have a 9 to 5 job and you're doing something as a hobby, but you're very much gravitated toward this hobby. Maybe you want to expand that thing. So focus on that. Focus on that. Save. Focus on that. But at that time, don't worry whether this will grow or not. That kind of worry, you need to let go of it. Okay, again, the soul star activation, if you look this soul star is above the crown chakra, 6 to 12 inches above the crown chakra. That is open for you guys. That's why you're remembering. For some of you, this is something that you have carried from your past, like you have learned this in your past life. Now you are remembering that. You're remembering who you are, what you are here to do. You're remembering your soul purpose. Your soul is telling you something. You're being magnetized to something, and you're enjoying it. So enjoy that thing. Whatever you are enjoying, do that. Do more of it. Focus on it, right? Rather than the fear, just focus on it, because this is a very good time for you guys. Actually, this thing that you are remembering about yourself, you're going to enjoy this can be a creative thing. This can be some sort of thing that you used to do in your past life, and you are very much gravitated towards it. So enjoy doing it. Just focus on it. And as you take one step, the next doors will be open for you guys. So you don't have to worry. Again, if I say that crown chakra is opening, so you're receiving a lot of downloads, trust those messages, okay? Trust more in yourself at this time. That's why the focused intention is there. So this is your intention right now. Focus only on that. Avoid distractions. So let's see the cards. We have the patience. Yes, the patience will be required for you guys. So I'm seeing for some of you, you will find this thing. This will be very new to you guys, but you will feel like I want to do it. I feel like I want to do it. So continue doing it, practice it, but with patience. Okay? The more you're getting distracted, the more impatient you will be. So don't let that happen. As again, the seed that you will plant, it's going to grow, but it will take time. You need to nurture it with your intention, and that intention should be focused. It shouldn't be distracted. It shouldn't be with fear, insecurity. It should be like, yes, this is what I'm doing and it is going to grow. That's what it is. And the attachment towards the results should also be gone. Okay, you should work on that as well. And again, this is the temperance. It's talking about balance. You need to balance those energies, isn't it? So sometimes because of our worry, we are not in the receiving state. We feel like we need to overwork. So there is a high chance of you overworking. Okay, so maybe you're someone who wants to make this transition from this job to another job, right? This is the thing. As I told, a person who is doing some sort of hobby, they're very much into it, but they have a 9 to 5 job. So they're keeping the 9 to 5 job because they are in this fear-based energy. What if this doesn't work out? So I will not have the money, right? So that's why you're doing two things at the same time. You're worried, you're distracted, you're stressing. And the reason you're keeping that is because you're not trusting enough, right? So here, I'm not saying you to quit the job, nothing like that, okay? So when you're ready, you can quit the job. If you feel like it, if your gut is telling you, release that thing and work on this thing. Just work on that thing. Don't get too attached to the results. The more you get attached to the results, you will be impatient, and the impatient will be the cause of your suffering. But again, you're meant to do this. It's something that you will be very fond of. You can wake up early in the morning and do this thing. That's what the thing is. Yeah, so be patient. Patience is required. Balance your energies. Don't overdo, don't underdo. There should be a balance. We have the Emperor, authority, right? And then we have the third eye chakra. So you're seeing the truth. Again, the third eye is opening. You're receiving the vision. You're seeing, this is meant for me. It's like whenever you do this thing that you're meant to do, you will feel so grounded, because I feel like Emperor is very grounded. They're very sure of themselves. They know, yeah, this is going to work. This is my decision and this is the best decision, and I'm not going to move away from this decision because I know the decision I made is good. So there is this trusting nature from the Emperor. Again, he's looking like he has folded his hands, right? And he's like, yes, this is what I'm going to do. I know this is the right thing. No one is going to change my opinion, right? Because I know myself, because I have this vision. because I trust my spiritual abilities, because I know that divine has given me the answer and I'm going to stick to it. Even though the outer doesn't look so promising, the inner feeling is sure, right? Your inner self is telling you, yeah, this is the path. This is what I want to keep doing. Yeah, I know it. This is the thing. But it will require a fair amount of patience from you as well. So there is this vision that you have. You know that this is what you want to do. At the same time, there is a high chance of distraction from your part, because you might get into this fearful energy, and that's valid as well, because you're doing something entirely different. This is new to you, right? And but you know that this is, you have a very much you are attracted to this thing, right? So there will be this kind of right now also you're feeling, maybe you want to do this thing, you're doing it, but at the same time there is this lack of belief, right, whether this will work out or not. But you know that this is what I want to do. So here divine is telling you to take authority, to take charge, to be sure of this thing, and to fold your hands and, yeah, this is mine, and I know that I will get it. Be like that. And again, for some of you, this is also a call to work on your spiritual gifts. There are many exercises for you guys that you can do in order to improve your clairvoyance. You are clairvoyant. You are seeing the clear picture. You're seeing the true you. I see that you are seeing yourself, who you are meant to be, what you're meant to do. You're seeing it very, very clearly. There is no doubt anymore, right? You're getting rid of the illusion. Yeah, this is what I feel like doing. This is what I'm meant to do. I know it. So yeah, even though other people outside of you might tell you, what is this you're doing, right? Is it even is it even going to work out, right? Yeah, there will be a lot of doubts that people will be giving to you when you're doing this thing. Yeah, maybe you are someone who has studied like something with medical field, and you're doing the opposite of something. So there will be questions that will come, right? You learned this, you spend like 5-6 years learning this, what are you doing now? Right? There will be a lot of questions. People will show you those kinds of eyes, like asking you, are you mad? Right? There will be a lot of questions, and that questions will make us little distracted. And here God is telling you, no, stand your ground. This is the time for you guys to create a name for yourself. You are this individual person. This is the time to focus on your own individuality, right? Creating something that is unique to you. You know, this is something that makes you, right? And you know what? This thing will give you the status that you want, right? So that's also that's a confirmation from spirit. Yeah. So, but you need to be sure of this thing, 100% sure that this is going to work out. You need to be in that energy. How can we achieve that kind of energy? When we are completely trusting ourselves, when we are completely trusting divine universe. No matter what, I know that this is my vision. I know that this is going to happen, and I'm very, very gravitated to this. So I'm going to work hard. And as I work hard, I know that this thing that I want will be successful. So yeah, standing your ground. Again, the aura, it's like you're very protected, guys. I have to say this, while you're making the transition, while you're learning this thing, while you're practicing this thing, you will be protected. Divine will make sure that your needs are met at this time. So don't worry. Then we have the key. Again, this is the wisdom, the knowledge that you have accumulated during your past life, and the key is opening now only, right? Because you are now in this vibration, in this vortex where you have the access to this information. Because of those low vibe energies, because of our surroundings, sometimes we forget ourselves, who we are, what we want. Now you're in a space where the key has been given to you guys, right? And you're opening that key and realizing, yeah, this is what I want to do. This makes me happy. Whenever I'm doing it, I don't even realize the time. How much time has passed, because I'm so much interested in this thing. It makes me happy. It makes me peaceful. It doesn't feel like work at all. I love doing it. I love waking up and doing it, right? It's like a person who loves to draw. They will get up, if they have school, like they will get up at early in the morning and draw, because that's what they want to do all day. They can do that all day, and this is something that you feel like you can do it any time of the day, because you will enjoy it no matter what, you know that. So it's like you are remembering who you are, what you want, what is your soul purpose, what your soul wants. You're getting the key, you're accessing that information. For some of you, this can be you're accessing the Akashic records as well. You're getting the information about your past lives and how you're getting a lot of information. So that's why you're getting the information. Work on that information, have this focused intention, don't let go of the vision that you have. Just works towards it, stand your ground, and now you are going to create that name, and you're going to get the growth that you want. Okay, so that's what it is, and you're being supported at this time. Then you're crossing the threshold again. Here, this is the past. You're moving to something new. A new door has been opening. This is a new reality. The old reality is going to go, and now you're moving into this new reality, because now you're going to be a different person. So something that was inside of you, this is the treasure that was inside of you, because of the environment, because we started believing something outside of us, right? Like we started believing our parents. Maybe you had a childhood dream, right? And maybe your parents told you that this is not meant to be. This cannot happen. You have to study this only. Right, you have to study that only. Maybe our parents, because sometimes they do that, because they become very logical. When we are a child, we are not told to trust our intuition, we are not told to imagine that much. So here, maybe you were a person who used to imagine a lot, and you were being scolded for that. Your teacher might have told you that you are a daydreamer, and because of that you might have faced some issues in your life. But finally, now you can come back to that dreaming. Maybe you're meant to daydream. That is how we get in touch with the divine. That is how we get in touch with ourselves. And it's you getting in touch with yourself, getting in touch with the treasures that is inside of you. Now this is you understanding your own treasures, and you're accessing it. It's like you are getting the keys for the treasure box that is inside of you. Now you're opening the keys and receiving the information of who you are, and because of it, now you can cross the threshold and do the things that you came here to do. So it's like you're aligning with your soul calling, soul purpose, because there has been this you have made some contracts before coming to this world, and finally you are taking that step towards it. So yes, be ready for a new life. So there is some major change in your path. Okay, even if you're not changing career or something like that, there is some sort of changes happening, something that you're going that you called to do, and you're remembering that this is what I'm meant to do, this is what I should do. So there is this new you here. Spiritually, you're moving forward. I feel like that there is spiritual growth, awakening is there. You're understanding so much about yourself. Yeah, the qualities that you have, you're utilizing your own qualities. That's what I feel like. And this is the new you. You're crossing the threshold to a new reality. Something new this is a new world. Yeah. So let's see the final message. Oh my God, we have the 4-leaf clovers. You have found a 4-leaf clover. Unlucky times will soon be over. So here, for some of you, you might have done you were, as I told, you were told, do this, do that, and you did it. You lived according to other people's life, and the more you tried it, you found yourself that you're not getting that kind of success that other people are getting, and you always question, maybe why I'm not getting the success, because I'm a hardworking person, I'm doing what others are doing, but why I'm not getting that success? Because you were not meant to do that, because you were listening to other people. It was not your path. And now, as you're aligning yourself with the path that is best suited for you guys, you're getting that luck. You're going to feel lucky. So yeah. So maybe for some of you, will be starting a business, some sort of creative pursuit, something different. You are already, for some of you, you know already this thing, and you're taking action. No distraction needed, okay? The 4-leaf clovers are very, very rare to find, right? So yes, you're getting that. So lucky times ahead, okay? So that's what God wants you to know. So yeah, it's like a person who had this package all along inside of them, but they didn't dare to open it. because they didn't know where the key was. And finally they saw that the key was on the table and they're opening it, and this is a new world for them. Like, again, I'm getting a story of the Elsa, you know. She was so afraid of her own power that she tried to stop them, isn't it? That's what she did in order to satisfy people or whatever. Then once she gave that freedom to herself, oh, so amazing, isn't it? That's the feeling. That's the feeling I'm getting here. So maybe you should watch Frozen if you haven't. Or maybe that's your favorite movie, so watch it again. So it's like expressing yourself, be you, right? The more you are authentic, the more you're showing yourself, that's how you're going to get that luck as well. So that's all I have for group number 2. Hope it made sense. Hope it resonated. If it did, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Take care. Hello, group number 3. If you have chosen the aquamarine crystal with halls of learning, spirit guides, confirmation, great lessons. So I feel like for this group, you have been learning how to manage your anger, why you're getting anger, why you're getting triggered by this thing, why this is making me angry, right? Why I want the things this way when it is not my way, why I'm getting angry. So I feel like you're learning that here. And divine is helping you to find the triggers, why you feel like this has to be this way, because this is not this way, that's why I'm feeling angry. So you are understanding the real cause, and you are going to manage your anger very well. So you're not going to burst out at the wrong time. You know, sometimes because of our anger we burst out. So you're learning that lesson. Okay, I see that. And aquamarine is I feel like it's a very flow type of energy I'm getting here. So I see that you are learning to respond to things rather than reacting to things. So your anger is going to be very manageable. You know, yeah, this is not coming from the place of love. Yeah, it's not a good anger. I'm getting triggered. That's why I'm feeling angry. So now I can just respond and understand that this is not a good feeling right now. So I'm just going to replace it with something much better, right? Maybe you will know that you are learning that. That's what I'm seeing here. So you are not going to burst out at wrong times. I feel like that is the lesson that you have been learning. So some sort of lessons you have been learning. So there has been a challenging period for you guys with this halls of learning. There might have been challenges, there might have been setbacks, and I feel like that you have learned the lessons. Take these lessons, and I see that these lessons are going to be very helpful for you guys in the coming time. So these lessons were important. And if you're someone who doesn't feel this as so challenging and all, you are in this phase of your spiritual journey where you are seeing challenges in a good way. You're not reacting to challenges, you're actually responding to challenges because your view has shifted. That's why you're not seeing this as a challenge. Whatever it is, I feel like you're going through a challenge, and if you don't feel like it, you are in this that far in your spiritual journey that you are seeing things from a different way. So now challenges doesn't make you feel worried. You're not getting into this fear. You have changed your perception. That's the thing. Again, spirit guides, your connection with your spirit guides is becoming much stronger. Maybe for some of you there is a guardian angel near you protecting you all the time. I'm hearing angels are everywhere. Angels are there everywhere protecting us, right? So you will feel their energy. Okay, if you haven't, maybe for some of you you already are connecting with them. If you haven't, I see that you will be connecting more and more with it. So go with the flow, guys. I'm seeing a woman in a boat reading a book, and she's traveling in the boat. So she's just going with the flow. She's not worried about the past. She's very quiet as well, right? There is no anger, nothing, no emotion. She's just reading the book. So she's quiet, she's calm, she's peaceful. So maybe that's the energy you're going to step into it. And so I feel like your life is going to be peaceful after this chaos, after these obstacles that you have faced, after these challenges. You have learned so much and carry this experience. You're taking this experience, taking this lesson, and this lesson that you're carrying will actually be very helpful for you guys in your future, as well as for the coming generation as well, because you will be giving that lesson to other people. You will be teaching this thing. So that's the thing. So yeah, that's what God wants you to know. So if you have been facing challenges, you have learned the lesson and you're moving forward. So we have wait a second. I think these cards came out first, so I'll take, yeah, this came, like, again, look, we have the 5 number, conflict and defeats. Then we have this financial, and these 2 cards came in reverse actually, so I'm taking in reverse, even though I don't do reversal that much, but I feel this in reverse because you're overcoming these challenges, these kinds of lack. Again, heart chakra, you have extra cards as well, solar plexus chakra and light. Look, again, you have been going through a lot of challenges, even though maybe for some of you, you didn't feel like this is a challenge at all. The reason, as I told you, are so far in your journey that you took a different view to this challenge. You know that you trusted divine that this challenge will also be over. This is just a learning lesson for me. So and hats off you if you were in that. Okay, again, we have this conflict and defeat. Again, financial and materialistic changes. Again, maybe for some of you, you have faced certain setbacks in your financial area. Maybe in relationship wise, there has been problems, there has been challenges, right? But I feel like many of you took one day at a time. You worked on your triggers, you worked on your fears, and you have learned the lesson, and now you're out of it. Now you're not going to learn this lesson twice, because you have learned and you're carrying it with it, and you now know what you shouldn't do. So that's a confirmation here. Again, the confirmation word is talking about that. Okay, so if you have faced setbacks, you're not going to face that kind of setback again, because you've learned the lesson. Okay, you're very far in your journey, guys. As I told you, managing your anger. Many of you, I feel like that right now. If you're not, you will be managing. But I see that you're ahead in your journey. You are managing, you're seeing the triggers, why I'm feeling like that. And when you are getting in this loop of thoughts, you're like, why I'm thinking like that? Oh, maybe this is the reason. So I should just let go of it and open my heart chakra. So it's like some of you, your heart chakra is opening, right? So where once, in certain things we close our heart, and that's why we don't receive it. It can be because of our past pain, right? Past events. We sometimes close our heart, and I see that you're opening your heart, right? You're opening your heart to receiving the blessings that you haven't received. That's what you're learning. Okay. So for some of you, I see that you're working with your lack mindset. Maybe in your past you might have gone through periods where there was money issues, and because of it, sometimes we get into this lack mindset, and I see that you have been changing that lack mindset into prosperity mindset, right? So that's the thing. Through these challenges, you have learned so much, and hats off to you guys. Because this lesson that you have learned it. Now you're not going to learn it again, because I feel like that cycle is ending for you guys. Okay, you have learned it, and now you're opening your heart chakra. And again, the solar plexus chakra is also, you're confident in yourself now. You know that divine is with you, the light is there with you, right? And yes, as you're receiving the light, you're going to give the light to other people as well. I see that, and God is helping you in this all thing. You don't have to do it alone, and you know that, right? So again, I feel like your heart chakra, your solar plexus chakra is balancing the challenges. You're overcoming a lot of challenges. Maybe for some of you had gone through a lot of hard times right now, maybe a lot of challenging time. Maybe for some of you have seen things in a different way, and it was not so challenging to you because you are so far ahead in your journey. But for others, it was challenging. The setbacks made you in this fear state. You might have questioned why this is happening, why I'm seeing this downfall, why I'm seeing this setback. But it was not because you don't deserve this. It was just there because you have to learn something. And I understand that you are learning that thing, and as you're learning it, you're trusting spirit more, you're opening your heart center more. So you can expect good relationships, money flow, peace, calmness, good health. There is so much of light and happiness. I'm seeing some of you are actually letting go of some sort of childhood traumas. Okay, you are understanding the real cause, like why I felt like I cannot be this, because in childhood that happened, and that's why you're forgiving your child, you're forgiving the people associated with it, and you're moving towards light here. There is no doubt. Look at the light that are coming. These lessons even though at that time when you were facing this situation it was not so great, but now you will be able to overcome the situation, and when you will see the light you will understand that how important these lessons were there, how important these challenges were, how important these experiences were, because it was necessary in order to make me understand so much about myself. Because of these things that happened, I was able to understand my triggers, my own triggers, right, my own actions, my own thinking, and how it became an obstacle in my path. And because I realized it, now I'm able to release it from my path, and I'm able to open my heart chakra. Now I'm able to feel confident in myself, and because of it more light is coming, more happiness is coming. Now I'm able to allow all these things. In the past I was not doing it, so that's why I had to go through this. Okay, so that's what the message is here. Then we have bird bone. Okay, and we have an extra card for you guys with bound person. Okay, so here with this bound person, no people should come and tell you that you cannot be this, you cannot be that, right? I don't feel like no one has any power over you anymore. You know what's best for you, and you're going to do it anyways. I'm even getting for some of you, you need to establish good boundaries because you are empaths. Okay, so maybe you take on other people's energy as well. And again, the communication, you are going to be very good in your communication area, though, as I told you, as someone who has been experiencing challenging events in your life, you're overcoming those events, you're opening, so you have changed so much, you have learned so much. God has made you understood so many things right now, or you are understanding it. So as you move forward in your journey, these all lessons are not meant to be kept to you. These are meant to be shared. Okay, so share that. But at the same time, if you meet the people who are not respecting your boundaries or disrespecting you, you have every right to let go of it. You don't have to help everyone, right? You cannot help everyone. You need to realize that. You will get into this energy where you will feel like I can help everyone, I have to help everyone, I have this thing, I changed my life, so I can change everyone's life because this lesson that I learned is going to help other people. You will be in that energy, and that's a very good energy. You want to help people. This is you giving the service to other people, right? But at the same time, there will be people who will not understand, and don't take that responsibility in your hands, like I will make them understand, I will help them, and I will change their life. Don't take that responsibility. It will be too much. Some people has to come into that energy in order to understand what they have to change. And if they're not understanding you, once you say, it's better to let go of that. You don't have to feel guilty about it. You can do it. Okay, so that's what I'm getting. Don't be bound to a person. Don't don't take their word so seriously. You know who you are. That's what you have been learning, right? You know who you are. You have already, I feel like many of you know, you're very sure of yourself, and you're trusting spirit. I feel like the lesson that you have been learning was trusting spirit in hard times, in challenging times, to be patient. And you are, if you haven't passed the examination, I feel like you were going through testing times, challenging time, and if you are in that period, I'm sure that God is telling you, you're going to win that challenging period. You're going to come out of that challenging period, and you have learned so much. So you want to help other people. It's like that only. You are that kind of people who wants to help people, who wants everyone to have a good life, and you know that now it's possible as well. But some people will not understand, and that's okay. You cannot help everyone. So keep that boundary. For you guys, the main thing you will struggle with is maintaining that boundary. So you will feel like I'm harsh to that person by establishing that boundary. But if you don't establish that boundary, it will take a toll on you. It will come to a point where you will be saying yes instead of no, and that's not good, right? So you will have to establish good boundaries. Okay, work on that. You will have to work on that. I feel like that. Okay, so then we have the mentor again. Look again, the owl. You are going to free people from their own misery. Sometimes people in their own life create their misery by reacting to things rather than responding, right? Because of their anger, because of their own behaviors, they create so much of issues. And you have learned that through your own experience, and you have seen the light, right? So you are the mentor who wants to help people, right? But sometimes when it's our loved ones, we want to help them, we want to support them, but sometimes they don't understand. So draw that boundary. You have every right to draw that boundary. Yeah, I feel like spiritual teachers, you will be becoming, or you're already spiritual teachers, giving the spiritual wisdom to people. And God is helping you in this journey, okay? You're not alone. So don't let anyone tell you that you're not worthy of that money that you're asking for your service. Don't let anyone do that. You know your value. You know your self-worth. Keep it. Keep believe in it, okay? Because I see that if you don't maintain that boundary, it will be a little challenging for you guys. So we have the final, wow, butterflies. So maybe for some of you, you get a lot of signs from butterfly. Maybe you have a butterfly tattoo, or maybe you love butterflies, you love seeing butterflies. So whenever you ask for a sign from spirit, you feel like you ask butterflies and you receive butterflies all the time. You see a lot of butterflies. So maybe you have asked a sign from spirit in the form of butterflies. So this is your sign. And again, butterflies is all about transformation. Yes, in this cocoon you were learning so much. Now you're going to become the butterfly. That's the confirmation. A butterfly is such a free energy. I feel like it's like you're freeing yourself from that restrictions, from that four walls, and going to live a life that is full of freedom, right? And you're not going to get back into that restriction. You're not going to get back to that thing, because you're now free. You are seeing the freedom. It's so this freedom makes you happy. It makes you so calm. It makes you so peaceful. So if once we taste that freedom, are we going to go to that restriction? No, we will never go back, right? So it's like you are leveling up your game, you're upgrading yourself, you're moving forward. So I see a very beautiful life for you guys, like the butterfly, living a very, very freeing life. So again, with this boundary, it's very important. Yeah, keeping the boundaries with your loved ones is also very important. I feel like you will have hard time setting boundaries with your loved one. So you need to learn, you need to work on it, guys. Whenever you see a butterfly flutter through the grass, it is to remind you of the love of those who have passed. Maybe there is an ancestor also helping you in this journey. Maybe there is a grandmother figure who is helping you in this journey. You're not alone, okay? So whenever you have hard time setting boundaries with people, ask your passed on loved ones to help you, and you will come up with ideas, different ideas to set those boundaries. So that's all I have for group number 3. Hope it made sense. Hope it resonated. If it did, give me a thumbs up. I'll see you soon. Bye bye. Take care.